These dumb criminals try to fight against cops. Being at odds with the law is never a nice spot, but what happens when going the extra mile to become a judge in one's own case takes a wrong turn? It's a whole new ballgame that requires a tough kind of confidence. These are the cases of dumb individuals who take things a bit too far by proving they were worth arresting to cops trying to arrest them. Starting with Emily Weinman. A 20-year-old lady who was arrested for underage drinking during a Memorial Day celebration at the beach. In the video, the cops quietly approached Emily at her tent where she was sitting with another girl who looked younger than she was. The cop took out a detector from inside the kit box and asked her if the items found with her were for her parents.
So your parents?
My aunt.
Oh, your aunt? Where's your aunt at?
On her way. She left. She's coming back.
Left, she's coming back? Cool. Do me a favor. Take a deep breath and blow into that, all right?
The cop held the detector and waited for a bit to read the feedback before asking her to do it again. This time, she stood up.
All right, do me a favor. Try one more time. Deep breath. Don't go so far in.
At this moment, she was a bit skeptical and maybe somehow felt nervous because she asked,
Is there a steering problem? Mind your business.
After the beeping sound, the cop then proceeded to ask her some questions.
All right, where's your aunt at? You have her phone number? How old are you?
This time she'd moved to pick up her phone that was on something like a cooler.
I know that didn't come up positive. I didn't take a drink of anything, so.
She continued to type away on her phone as though she was contacting someone. This time, the cops moved to the other girl sitting with Emily and did the same test to her.
Take a deep breath and keep blowing. Keep going.
At this point, Emily is seen making a call.
Yo, guys, even if it's your aunt, she is of age.
The cop then proceeded to ask how old she was, and when he was told 40, he insisted they call her over.
Like 40? Go grab her real quick. We're going to have them pour that all out.
The second cop goes to bring back Emily while the first proceeds to drop the detector.
How are you going to let us go if we didn't even drink alcohol?
Well, where's your aunt at?
You're allowed to carry alcohol.
That's interesting.
Then an unidentified voice among the girls was talking about how even as an underage, they're not allowed to drink alcohol, and they did not drink it.
Open display on the beach.
What?
It's possession consumption.
It's not open.
Open display means
What do you mean? That doesn't
you can
mean
see
anything.
it, yes.
Okay, you can see it, and we're not drinking.
While the cop with the body cam reported the status over the radio, he then asked her name before the video went mute for a few seconds to keep her personal details from being captured on air.
What's your name?
The video resumes with the cops telling her that she's not cooperating and Emily retaliating.
Your aunt didn't disrespect you. I didn't do anything to get written up, did I?
Now you're causing the scene. You want to?
See.
All right. I'll give you one more chance to give me your last name. Just be
Lock me up.
Okay.
You can't lock me up. I didn't disrespect you.
Okay.
And you don't need to put my name down either because I didn't disrespect you. I didn't do anything to you.
She didn't stop there. She told the cops that they were mad for realizing that she wasn't drinking and were trying to pin it on her regardless, even though the breath analyzer didn't read positive.
Where's your aunt at?
She's on her way.
Okay, what's your last
You
name?
can wait here. That's like you wasted your time coming over here. You can wait here for her.
Okay, what's your last name?
You don't need my last name.
Okay, that's it. I'm done with you.
With that, the cop asked his colleague for cuffs and then proceeded to cuff her.
Get over here.
Don't talk to me.
Yo.
Don't touch me.
All right, you're about to get dropped.
Yo, don't touch me.
She began to scream Matt like she was calling on her aunt, or some guy probably, but it looked like she was going to meet someone who would bail her out of the mess that was already escalating. The cops caught up with her, and while she was being cuffed, she began resisting and screaming her innocence, while the cops sent a report over the radio. Now, a little crowd was beginning to gather as she was being cuffed. She kicked at the officer while trying to break free and also cursed at him as well.
Oh yeah, now we got these young cops who know how to treat people. Coming to talk to your captain as if he will get too.
Good, I hope you do.
Yeah, I will. Dirtball.
When she was about to go into the van, she began screaming for the cops to not touch her daughter. While that continued, a man whose face was not shown but was identified as her boyfriend came forward to defend Emily, saying that the can of alcohol wasn't opened and arguing with the cop, who told him off, saying it wasn't a time to argue, especially since he was holding her baby. The cop who arrested her was seen giving a detailed report to the captain, while her boyfriend was saying that the cops attacked her first.
She tried kicking us, so that's it. Yeah, she did. I go to... Yeah, it's fine. I go to stop her for LO, for underage drinking. She said she's 20. She had twisted teeth. She wouldn't give me her last name. So I said, hey, if you're not going to give me your information, you're going to be locked up. She tried walking away from me. When she tried walking away from me, I tried grabbing her. She tried kicking at us, so we slammed her on the ground. She kicked him. And then I hit her a couple times, and then I put her in cuffs, locked her up. And I came over, I was backing everybody up.
While the cops went back to pick up their kit box, Emily's boyfriend could be heard screaming to someone about the incident before the video went off. If you think that was bizarre, then this is something else. A drunk woman pushing a cop. This very disturbing video, done sometime in February 2022, tells the story of a drunk lady who couldn't help herself stand still while waiting for her Uber. Her name is not mentioned, but caught on body cam pushing a cop in Florida. The situation quickly unfolded as the woman, despite multiple warnings, continued to assault the police officer. The urgency in the voice escalated as the woman's actions became intolerable, hitting the officer repeatedly.
Whoa.
Stand up now.
It was obvious she was under the influence of alcohol as she kept wobbling and speaking gibberish.
Stop hitting us. You realize you hit 3 different officers?
Sorry?
You hit 3 different officers. You smacked him multiple times. You got warned not to hit the officers.
They wanted to run her ID, but since she wasn't in a state to talk reasonably, they started to look for her wallet. The cops opened the door for her to get in the vehicle to be taken home because she looked lost and, of course, very drunk. The officers detailed their actions on what went down, saying the lady was on her way to Palm Beach County Jail. In the midst of all the official stuff, they said something about canceling her Uber, and the lady seemed to get it. And while they kept talking, they guided her and gave her the lowdown on where to sit in the car. The police informed the driver that the passenger, who seemed to have willingly entered a situation leading to arrest, was still en route. They had a good laugh about it being too tough. The drunk lady began to call out from inside the car, hoping to get someone to uncuff her.
Hello. Hi. What do you want?
What do you, I would love for like somebody to like let me out of this.
No. You had that opportunity.
Yeah?
Yeah. You kind of lost that game.
The cop is then seen going through the contents of her bag and gathering the woman's stuff to be submitted at the police station upon her release. The drunk lady was still talking gibberish about Molly and vain stuff. Soon enough, a female officer arrived to search the drunk lady.
Okay.
There you go. Alright, turn around, face the car for me.
Wait.
We got you, you're not gonna fall. Alright, you have anything illegal on you? Alright, you got some coke in your stick?
At this point, it's more than obvious that she was under the influence, saying things that didn't make any sense.
What? Okay, yeah. You wearing a bra?
Yeah.
Alright, stop moving.
Come on.
What are you doing? Stop moving, you're not gonna come out of the handcuffs.
What?
You're not coming out of the handcuffs.
No, I understand that. Like,
I got it. Alright, come on this way.
So while the female cop was searching her, a male cop was on standby, and the drunk lady was acting all childish, making funny sounds. They needed to change her clothes, so they had to take off her earrings and bracelets as well.
To like help you with what? What are you trying to do? Stop.
The male cop standing next to them asked what they were doing, if they were to do a complete strip, which he termed full ride.
Full ride? Like, am I taking all the jewelry off and everything? Or is what's it
Yeah, take off.
Stop moving. Stop moving.
Wait, stop.
Stop.
Stop moving, otherwise it's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt.
For the next few seconds, both cops were asking her to stop moving so that she wouldn't hurt herself. They also proceeded to remove her jewelry, starting from her rings, which they couldn't remove successfully, and then her earrings.
I gotta take your rings off. They come off.
Oh, stop it.
Alright, I'm trying to be gentle.
Don't touch my.
We have
They gotta come off, because
No.
Stop.
You're not.
Yeah, we are.
stop.
No.
It's gonna. Okay, let me put it back on.
The female cop also reached for her earrings to take them off, but now without a struggle from the drunk woman.
Stop moving.
Whoa,
It's gonna-
don't touch my
I
earrings.
have to take them off.
Okay, no, you're not. No, you're not.
You gonna cooperate?
Yep.
Despite the tense encounter, the police officer urged the woman to comply and avoid additional charges. But it seemed that the lady wasn't having any of that. She started yelling.
Okay, stop it! Stop it! Stop! Stop! Whoa!
She yelled until the cop warned her about getting charged for another offense.
Well, let the jail handle the
You
earrings.
want to catch another charge? Stop.
Whoa!
She eventually calmed, but still it was a dicey situation, as the scene might later turn out to be chaotic because you never know what might happen with persons under the influence. The officer, expressing concern about potential consequences, repeatedly told her to have a seat in the car, but she doesn't stop yelling. She, however, was placed in the back of the patrol vehicle, but she tried to free herself from the handcuffs with the usual repetitive chorus of "I'm sorry" and "please for understanding." But amidst all that, one of the cops mentioned the need to figure out the next steps, and that prompted a series of affirmations and inquiries about the next plans before another cop came to assist in moving the drunk woman to the police department. But now, the woman begged to be taken home.
Is it cool if we go home?
I told you you'll be able to go home in a couple hours.
What?
I told you you'd be able to go home in a couple of hours.
What do you mean?
We've already explained it all to you. Do you need me to explain it to you again?
Okay.
Do you need me to explain it to you again?
The cop tried to remind her of an earlier discussion, but she's really too drunk to remember.
Okay.
Did you forget? No, I'm asking you. Do you need me to explain it to you again? Did you forget?
What?
Did you forget what we explained to you? Do you want me to repeat it?
Okay, great.
Okay.
Great. Tell me.
Okay.
It seems she initially didn't get what was said to her, so the cop broke down the information to her again.
Well, you were arrested for disorderly intoxication. You're going to go down to the jail, and you'll be released in a couple of hours.
Oh, I'm going to,
I'm just a transporting officer, so I'm just taking you down.
Well, you couldn't really tell what she was saying as she was still talking gibberish, but the cop is trying to figure out who she stays with. She kept talking, but it seemed like she was up to something. She was probably trying to take off the cuffs again.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing back there?
What?
What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I?
You're making a bunch of noises like something's hurting you. Are you alright?
What?
You're making noises like something is hurting you. Are you okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
I am hurting.
What's hurting?
It felt like she was trying to remove the cuffs herself while buying time.
Honestly, right, I am obviously hurting.
What is hurting you?
Okay, well, I am hurting.
I'm asking you what is hurting you.
Yeah, I'm hurting.
What is hurting you?
Ah!
Stop moving your hands.
then she starts making a weird sound that's supposed to depict pain.
Okay. What are you screaming for? You're not gonna get out of the cuffs, so. Yeah, so stop.
The woman kept making weird sounds till the end of the video, and of course, there was enough evidence to charge her for disorderly intoxication. But intoxication doesn't cut it for the next suspect, who looked pretty harmless, but turned out to be too much to handle. Woman arrested for sleeping in store.
We're not.
It was a routine day on September 9th, 2021, when two cops going about their duty responded to a call from a convenience store about a situation that's as shocking as it was funny. A woman had fallen asleep in the store, and that got the owners uncomfortable. So both cops went in and decided to assist in removing her from the store in a friendly manner.
Good morning. Hey, you okay?
Oh, yeah.
All right. What happened?
Nothing. Sorry.
You just fell asleep?
I know.
I got you. You okay?
Yes, sir.
Say, you look like you were sleeping pretty good.
Then they proceeded to ask her name to get some form of identification.
Ma'am, what's your name?
Oh,
Okay. What's your name, though?
that's not my name.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Emily, what? Do you have your ID, ma'am? I just need to identify her.
She was identified as Beatrice Emily Jackson, but then told the cops that she had lost everything and was homeless. It looked like she was just another regular for the day's job. So they asked the owners, who said they just wanted her gone. They called in and then learned that the woman already had an active warrant in another county.
What you want to do?
What's her warrant for? Disorderly conduct?
Of course.
I mean, I don't mind taking her.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, as long as you're good with it, we'll do that, okay? I'm not trying to dump it out on you. All right. Let's do it.
What began as a seemingly simple eviction morphed into a very complex scenario.
No, I have a warrant and they let me go when I left Toombs County. After Toombs County laid on me, kept me for a week, got the matter, got here. I done paid for the civil suit checks. I should not be on probation here.
I gotcha. Yes, ma'am. But you still do have that warrant that is active right
You
now.
want to transport me? I'll take your shit.
Yes, ma'am. That's what we're gonna do.
I ain't got to do anything else. If y'all want to fight, we'll fight.
And then things got really crazy. Recognizing the escalating intensity of the situation,
Okay, yes,
the
ma'am.
officers made a strategic call for backup.
Myself.
Let go of the bag.
No, it's my stuff.
Let go of
For
the
y'all
bag.
to go through it and with me all the time, I don't want y'all to have nothing behind.
Resisting.
Stop.
Stop.
No,
Resisting.
I already done been through it, and I'm not going back. Y'all got to shoot me in my head.
Only with extra help could they finally control her. Additional officers arrived, enabling them to finally take her into custody. However, even during the transportation to the police station, her defiance persisted, making the journey fraught with challenges for the officers.
Come on out.
Let me the fucking
Come on out.
let me know.
You're good.
Let me the I'm not going there.
She kept on with the profanities, and well, the subsequent legal fallout was significant. The lady got 3 big charges, 2 for hitting the cops, 2 for causing problems, and 1 for messing with government property. When these charges added up, she got a 3-year prison sentence. Just in case you're wondering how someone could fight back at a cop, well, it's often because they're scared of going to jail, and they often did. If you like these stories, be sure to subscribe for more so you don't miss anything. What's next? Stay tuned.